Hello guys, welcome to Xylo Tech Labs. So today we are gonna learn Python basics. So I am using Notepad++. You can use any text editor you like this VS Code right here. But I am using the Notepad++ for its simplicity. So let's begin. So first of all, we will learn print function. This is the most basic function and it is used to print something. That means not that kind of print that prints paper out, but this function is used to print a certain text or a text inside a variable uh, in the console or the output. So here is my name, or else you can write anything. So now if I run this, Control F5, first of all I need to save this file. So here you can see it prints subscribe. So this was the print function, and there are a few means other things you can do with it, like print a value inside, means you can print a variable. So what is a variable? So variable is a memory location. So let's assign a variable named a with a value of 50. So now if I type print a, it will output 50 right here, you can see. So it's very simple, and we have some parameters of the print function. I think it's called the parameter, I don't know actually. So those are the shape and end. So let's see how it works. Suppose you have two texts or three maybe. Now if you run the program, you can see it prints, but here we have space, so we can use the separator to separate between the texts like this. And let's do the percentage sign. There you can see Xylo percentage tech percentage labs. Now there is another called the end parameter, so let me show you that. And what it does is ends the text with a character you enter. So let's enter star. Now Control F5 and you can see it ends with a star. So that was the print function. So we have seen the print function. Let's move on. Now we will learn variables and data types. So variable, as you know, it is a memory location. So if we name it a and store some number like 8, and then we can print the a. Okay, so this is called the integer data type, and there are more data types like the float, that means with the decimal. So it looks like this. So let's run it and you can see it's 50.6. Okay, then there is another data type which is string, which means string means this numerical values, so like characters. So if I type this text here, now run this, you can see it prints here. Okay, so we have another thing to learn here, which is input function, and that will be the end of the basic programming means level. So what does input do? It asks the user to enter a number or string. So let's do that. So let's take a variable. Okay, let's take x as a variable, equals to input, and then we can give a prompt here, enter your name. Okay, now let's run this. See, it means asks to enter your name, so you can enter anything, and it does nothing as we just set the x variable to the user input. So if we now print x, now we can type anything, Xylo. There you can see that this x is being print, which is set as Xylo. Okay, so now what you can means, now if you want to enter a number and do some sums, let's do multiplication, x into x. Okay, so now if you run this, enter 5, you get a error because you are entering a string, because the number that you're entering is not being converted to string. So to do that we can do int, and then inside that we can do input and enter a number. Now if we run this, enter 5, we have 25 because 5 into 5 is 25. Now if you want to enter a decimal value, then you need the float. So let's do that real quick. Now if I enter 5, it becomes 5.0 in the variable, so you get 25.0. So that was the beginner basics for Python. In the next video we'll learn intermediate and finally the pro level. So before that, let's make a program that accepts two number and does the sum. So let's do that. Okay, let me use float so it's more versatile. So what this code does that it accepts two number and assigns a variable with their sum and prints the answer. So let's try that. So there it is. So thanks for watching and bye bye, have a nice day.